What's up YouTube? This is Russell of Amberussell. Subscribe to the show at the top. Make sure you guys thumbs up this video. Leave a comment at the bottom. Make sure you guys watch previous videos. And like I said before, I'm going to start doing more videos with shorter lengths and just blurring out stuff. So Ebola's in America and people don't know how to act. I just gotta say this. There's this little girl in a city in my town, in my state, who went to, where the hell did she go? She went to somewhere in Africa, Nigeria. Yeah, she went to Nigeria, and she came back with her family, and her school is not letting her come back. And to me, it just feels like. And now, granted, she did come back from Africa, but let's make this clear. Africa is not a city, okay? Africa is a continent. It's not a country. It's a continent. So just because there's Ebola in Africa doesn't mean that everyone in Africa has Ebola, okay? So let's get that all cleared out for the people who don't understand. Now, hopefully you guys do understand that. And so Nigeria hasn't had Ebola for like the past for 2 months, I guess, for a really long time. And so for them to say, oh, well, yeah, you can't come back to school after you quarantine yourself for 21 days, and doctors and everyone said that she's perfectly fine to return to school. It just feels as though they are doing, a witch hunt for people who possibly might have Ebola and trying to make them into victims when they shouldn't be, victimized or be criminalized or anything. But for that nurse who was around Ebola patients and says that she doesn't have Ebola, but she's around the patients, she needs to quarantine her ass real quick. That's a fucking public safety, that's something that she should have done in the bud. She walking around here possibly with Ebola is totally different than the little African girl coming back from visiting her family for vacation and being in a totally different region. This is West Africa. That's like Northern Africa. I'm not good with geography, but I do know Nigeria is like right over here and West Africa is over there. But maybe it's the other way around with the camera. Anyways, it's just sad that we live in this society that we get overly scared. The media scares us. That's one thing. People don't do their research on Ebola. I remember I used to watch, not used to, I remember in the 7th grade we did learn about Ebola. I haven't heard about it since, which was like 2003, I guess, yeah, 2003, that we learned about Ebola. And then, yeah, so when I relearn about it with all these news outlets and stuff, they are merely making this a bigger deal than what it is. I mean, granted, Ebola is a horrible disease and all that, but Ebola itself isn't as dangerous as, like they're trying to make it. They're trying to scare people. They constantly are talking about it on the news stations saying, Ebola outbreak, Ebola crisis. It's been a crisis in Africa for the past how many years? And from, like, what? 1976 or 1968 or whatever the year it was first discovered to 2000, I think it was 1976 to 2013, only 1,000 some odd people died. Granted, that's 1,000 some odd people more to die than they should have died, but it wasn't this huge disease as everyone's trying to make it out to be. And still, the death rate is only at what, 4,500? No, 4,600 now? Something like that. And people want to make it seem as though it's like, this huge, weary thing. But, I mean, look at all the other diseases that are out there that people are getting killed from. More people died from AIDS in Africa than, Ebola. More people in Africa have died from starvation than Ebola. Which is something that should be quite easy to take care of when we have one country that's, 70% overweight or something, like some ridiculous number. I don't know the stats of overweightness, but we have too many people who are overweight here, but you have people dying in another continent that are, starving to death. And you have people over here dying from being too fat, from eating too much, from lack of starvation. You know, so it's like, where do you draw the lines? Like, kind of like, you have people overweight, people not eating at all. Even in this country, you have people who are overweight, people who starve every day and are malnutrition. And then you have, came across this thing on Instagram. It was like dating every single year for 2000, 2014, and it said like 2000, year 2000, we thought we were gonna die from Y2K. 2001, we thought we were gonna die from anthrax. 2002, we thought we were gonna die from this thing. 2003, we thought we were gonna die from bird flu, SARS, all this different stuff. H1N1, bird flu, in the world in 2012, Obamacare even, but we didn't. And to me, it just feels as though every year there's something that the media puts out there to try to scare the people. They're going to give you vaccines, which tries them that have Ebola in it anyway. So why the fuck would we get an Ebola vaccine when the disease has only got like what 3-5 people in America? Like, what are the chances of getting Ebola anyways? This is Russell of Amberussell. What do you think about Ebola? Do you think you're gonna get Ebola? Do you think you're gonna get Ebola? Watch the show. Subscribe at the subscribe. Thumbs up. Peace.